2008 to 2010, teen pregnancy went up a tremendous 20%. For McDowell County, the population is very small, so 20% of teens being pregnant in high school and junior high is a huge factor. The program that is specifically for teen pregnancies, such as in junior highs and high schools, is called Homebound. Homebound is a program where teenagers are allowed to work at home while being pregnant and during their 9 months of pregnancy, and they also are allowed up to 6 weeks, which is a whole school year basically, to be at home, and you still get to keep up with your class. We talk mainly with your counselors for this, so that you can, stay on task, keep up with everything, and you can also be allowed to have time to recover and all that good stuff after having a baby. Speaking of the Homebound program, I was on the Homebound program for the 3 months out of my 9-month pregnancy, because I went to school for a whole 6 months. And then I found that, it was just tiring to get up every day, get dressed, go to school, sit in class, eat, and also take care of yourself. It's not possible while in school, especially with a heavy load. It's not possible. I don't think, if you could do it, I give you a round of applause, because I couldn't. But anyways, the help and support that's out there for teen pregnancy now is awesome, because I want to say it was a year before I found out that I was pregnant, there was hardly nothing in schools for teens that were pregnant. One of the biggest things that helped me was the Children and Parenthood Organization, which is with Miss Kay Cuthbertson and Marion. She is a counselor / social worker, and this is her organization, and she helps kids, and she follows you throughout your whole 9 months of pregnancy. And I think that's awesome to have support, because that's the main thing that you need, is support during this time. One of the programs that is offered with pregnancy is called WIC. It's Women, Infant, and Children. With this program, you receive milk, eggs, cheese, bread. You also receive cereal, your beans, all your wheat items, and just stuff that you basically need. You also receive this in this check form. Can everyone see? This check form allows you to go to a vendor, which is a grocery store, or if you have like little markets, you could go there, and they have a list of items on here. And you sign for those list of items, and you get exactly what's on here, and you're allowed to provide for you and your baby. After your children get older, they also get these vouchers, and they get just a little bit less, because a pregnant woman has to have more than, your average 2- or 3-year-old pregnant woman. You're feeding for 2, so you get a buttload of stuff. Another program is Food and Nutrition Services, which is also known as food stamps. And this program is a very tedious program. For teens, it's very hard for you to get food stamps, but after the age of 22, you get them with no problem at all. If you live in your household with your parents, and your parent has a great income, the chances of you getting food stamps is not going to happen, because they don't go off of your income, which I think is very sad, but they go off your parents' income, because you're still in the household with your parent, even though you're taking care of a child. This program is something that people have a low self-esteem about, and they really don't want to be like, hey, I receive food stamps. But it's not good. I mean, it's great to get them, but don't abuse it. A lot of people abuse this program, a lot of teens especially. It's like, well, I have food stamps, so I'm just going to keep this, and I'm never going to get a job, or a job that pays well. don't do that, because you want to support your family, and you don't wanna abuse something that there's no telling this may not be there for maybe whenever your child grows up and has kids, and they're struggling, they may not get this, so don't abuse the system. Medicaid is also a big plus if you do not have insurance, or if you have insurance and you want a secondary provider, you want to try to get some medical coverage, which is called pregnancy Medicaid. It's MPW in DSS terms. This is a Medicaid that's covered for women that are pregnant, and it's covered all the way up until a year after you have your baby. And it's for you to get birth control, maybe if you want your tubes tied, and just to keep a check on you as a mother, as just giving birth after your birth, you know, just to have your monthly checks, just to make sure everything's okay with your cervix and all that good stuff, and make sure you're not, you know, accumulating cancer or anything like that. This is a great program also. All the programs that I've talked about are really good programs, and all of them, I'm not ashamed to say that I have been on every single one. I didn't abuse it. I went and got a job as soon as I was old enough to, and a job that paid, a job with medical insurance, and I was able to drop a lot of that stuff because, you know, I might have to get in another day, because don't ever put yourself on a high pedestal, because you don't know when you'll be knocked down. And a lot of people abuse it, like I said before. But with that being said, this is my bundle of joy. This is the little boy that I raised, and I thought it was the best thing in the world. That's him at 6 months, and this is him at 3.
Oh, gosh,
And I love him with all my heart, and I expect every parent, every teen that gets pregnant, if you can lay down and do it, you should raise them. As my mother says.
so cute. Oh my gosh.
I was going to bring him today,
can't believe that.
but he's sick, so I couldn't bring him.
Oh.
But that's teen pregnancy for you.
Thank you.